Hello everybody, Sergeant Soldier here, and we're back with another How To Rust, and today we're looking at the new raiding tool, the Satchel Charge. Now this is new for me. For some of you who've been in the game for the last 6 months that I've missed, it's probably not new to you so much. However, I'm really excited about testing this out because this is the first time I'm going to actually get to use this item against all the different walls and door types. So starting off, for those of you that are going to be watching this video and then referencing back to it in the future, I'm going to have all the text information for this raid type, the Satchel, as well as the previous ones, the grenades, and all the future ones, the C4, the rockets, and etc. All the text information for this video is going to be in the description. So that way you can come back to the video and do a quick reference. You don't have to watch the whole entire thing or find the specific minute and second of a specific item getting raided or damaged. You could just reference it in the description of the video. So today, Satchel Charge, right? You have to be level 15 to unlock it. And in order to craft one, it's going to take 720 charcoal, 480 sulfur, 80 metal frags, 10 cloth, and if you have a single stack of sulfur in your furnace, it's going to take 1200 wood to get all the necessary sulfur and charcoal smelted down. However, if you're using a triple stack method, it's only going to take you 400 wood. Now, something important to realize about the raiding with the Satchel Charges, it is 1.6 times more expensive than the F1 grenade. However, a Satchel Charge does 2.1666666 etc. times more damage than an F1 grenade does to any given object, a wall or a door, etc. Now, that being said, it is a Satchel Charge. They are made from beancan grenades, so they have the multiple different fuse options. They can have a short fuse, they can have a long fuse, they can fizzle out and blow up, or they can fizzle out and have you pick it up again to reset it. So without further ado, one thing I want to do beforehand is I want to show you something really cool. We have the F1 grenade from the last video, right? Obviously we know if you left click it, it'll go far. There it goes. Bye. But if you right click it, in the previous video we were sticking them in the walls, right? Well, if you're actually a little bit distant away from the wall, watch what happens. It goes right down to your feet. Yeah, that doesn't really help you too much with raiding. However, with the Satchel Charge, you can stand 2 foundations away, aim just slightly above center, and left click with it, and it will go 2 foundations away all the way to the wall you want to hit. Now let's see if this thing blows up. Maybe? Long fuse? Long fuse? Gonna fizzle out? Maybe? Oh boy. Gotta love beancan grenades. You're just gonna sit there, right? Yep. Yeah, I picked it back up. So anyway, I'm not gonna do that again. We're gonna start blowing some walls up. So I'm gonna cut forward. I'm gonna throw a Satchel Charge in each of these walls and the doors and the external walls over there, and we're gonna see how much damage they do. And for the wood wall, we're gonna compare that damage for the Satchel Charge to the F1 from a previous video, see how they stack up and see what's gonna be better for both resource management and for damage overall. And we'll be back. Okay, all of our walls and doors have sustained damage, and before we get started, remember, the Satchel Charge is 2.166666666 times more damaging than an F1 grenade is. So looking at the wood wall here, we can see that the Satchel Charge did 91 damage, and it's going to require 3 charges to get through the wall. And that's going to take 2,160 charcoal, 1,440 sulfur, 240 metal frags, 30 cloth, and 1200 wood in the furnace. Now comparing that to the F1 grenade, a single F1 grenade did 42 damage to the wood wall, requires 6 grenades to get through, and a total of 2,700 charcoal, 1,800 sulfur, 300 metal frags, 0 cloth, and 1,500 wood in the furnace. So looking at those numbers alone, you can see once you start crafting multiple charges and multiple grenades in order to do a raid, it's going to be more costly to raid with the F1s than it would be to just raid with your Satchel Charges. So that being said, honestly, if you have the option to, you don't really need to raid right away. Make a bunch of bean cans and store them until you get to level 15 and you can make the Satchel Charges and then start blowing stuff up. So we'll continue on. We're going to move on to the stone wall next. The stone wall sustained 51 damage, which means it's going to take you 10 charges to get through the wall, 7,200 charcoal, 4,800 sulfur, 800 metal frags, 100 cloth, and 4,000 wood in the furnace. Moving on, we have the sheet metal wall, 58 damage to the wall, 13 charges to get through it, 9,360 charcoal, 6,240 sulfur, 1,040 metal frags, 130 cloth, and 5,200 wood in the furnace. Last for the walls, the armored wall sustained 58 damage, which means it's going to take 18 charges to get through. That's 12,960 charcoal, 8,640 sulfur, 1,440 metal frags, 90 cloth, and 7,200 wood. Now moving on to the doors, remember, it doesn't matter if it's a single door or a double door, it sustains the same damage, as long as it's the same material. Single wood, single sheet, double sheet, etc, etc. So with the wood door, the Satchel charge shredded this door, 170 damage. That's only going to take you 2 charges, however, I recommend using a metal hatchet for the remaining 30, that way you're not wasting your satchels. 2 charges, 1440 charcoal, 960 sulfur, 160 metal frags, 20 cloth, and 800 wood in the furnace. Now the sheet metal door, which we have a double here. Oh, you didn't go off. And our sheet metal ladder hatch above us. There we go. The sheet metal door took 70 damage, which means it's going to take you 4 charges to get through both of those. See? 4 charges, 2,880 charcoal, 1,920 sulfur, 320 metal frags, 40 cloth, and 2,800 wood. Now last for the doors here, we have the armored. It sustained 70 damage, which means 18 charges to get through it, 12,960 charcoal, 8,640 sulfur, 1,440 metal frags, 90 cloth, and 7,200 wood in the furnace. Last but not least, our 2 external walls, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be wondering about because this is your first line of defense. We're going to start with the wood wall this time. The wood wall sustained 91 damage, which means it's going to take you 7 charges to get through it, 5,040 charcoal, 3,360 sulfur, 560 metal frags, 70 cloth, and 2,800 wood in the furnace. Last, we have the stone external wall. It took 51 damage, which means it's going to be 15 charges to get through it, which is 10,800 charcoal, 7,200 sulfur, 1,200 metal frags, 150 cloth, and 6,000 wood in the furnace. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was something that you guys could learn from and something you can use in your repertoire of information when it comes to raiding bases around you, your neighbors, or that jerk that shoots at you from his roof. If there's anything you want me to cover in future videos, please let me know in the comment section below. And if nothing else, at least use the information in the description to your benefit, because it's there for you guys. That way you don't have to watch the whole 10-minute video over again. You just scroll down and find exactly what you need to know. So, Sergeant Solj, how to rust, and we'll see you in the next How to Rust video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you want to see more great content from Private Astro or myself, please hit that subscribe button and click on any of the videos above. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next Sergeant Solj or Private Astro video. Bye-bye.